I owe so much to Jenny Klein, who's our writer. She is the pure essence of the characters. I mean, everything that, all the environmental issues are things that she really cares about. The colony collapse is sort of what's happening with the bees, what's happening with the environment is all things that are very close and dear to Jenny Klein's heart. So she was a major creator of the actual characters. So I'd like to say she brought the science and I brought the heart. You know, we'd have so many cry sessions together about talking about the things we were passionate about. She'd tell me about environmental issues and I'd tell her about being an Asian American woman in the industry, and there was always just like these heartfelt, emotional conversations all the time, and she's such a wonderful woman, and it was truly a joy to have.
Speaking of the science, I love that that's something that Mina and Tandy like bond over at first, even though they have these other connections. Have you gotten any feedback as like a woman scientist character from people, like other girls or women who are interested in science, being like, oh, it's so cool to see this on screen?
So the coolest thing is Jenny actually called me and she said that after the episode, a friend of hers called her and said that her daughter, who is 14 or 15 years old, after watching the episode and watching Mina and Tandy, is now changed her major and she wants to be an environmental engineer, which is so incredible. We cried again. It's like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. And someone else told me, I think one of the other reporters told me that on Twitter, some of the Save the Bee campaigns were resurfacing and people were tweeting it, which is hence why I have my Save the Bee shirt on.
That's awesome.
And so I think it truly is making an impact, and you know, we need more women in the field just in general, because it's not that, you know, people think it's a boys club and girls are just not interested, but that's not the case. And you know, studies are showing that more women are actually interested in the field, but then once they get there and they see that it's really, you know, sorry, it's a boys club.
It's male dominated.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is, and it goes, you know, so much to such a deep level, and I think characters like this can really, really show that you can be a woman who's brilliant, vulnerable, well-rounded, you know, care about your family, have beautiful female friendships, and still love science and want to do that for a living. So it makes me cry because it's awesome.
I have to admit, she took my question because that was the coolest, I think, one of the coolest parts of your character. Another really awesome part, I think, is that you get to be a mentor to Tandy.
Yeah. And
you guys get to bond almost like sister-like, and that's something that Tandy hasn't had.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about that kind of mentorship relationship that you, and how that evolves over the rest of this season and maybe into next?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, working with Olivia is incredible. I mean, I really think she's like a soul sister to me now. And when we were filming, I think we knew we were doing something that was going to be impactful. We knew that it was hopefully going to change some women's lives around the world and showcase a profession that maybe is very underrepresented. So I think that hopefully shone through on the screen, because behind the scenes we had such a special relationship. So working with her was incredible. But yes, Mina and Tandy have a beautiful female friendship, and it makes me super emotional because we don't see that enough on TV, of women fully supporting each other without being in competition with each other, without feeling like, you know, you're trying to get the upper hand or whatever. But now that Ivan is away, it's going to kind of shake things up a bit, because now Tandy is really going to be forced to see what she could have had with her dad, and it is heartbreaking for her to watch, and it's a little bit tortuous, but you know, for Mina, it's wonderful to have her dad back. She's been forging this path all alone, trying to figure out the answers, working with Roxxon, who is, you know, a little bit not the best, shall we say. So it's having Ivan back is going to really shake things up.
Cool.
But we get to do some action.
So
one more.
So Roxxon Corporation is kind of like the punching bag of the Marvel television world, a little bit in the movie world. How does it feel to work so like closely with kind of like the villain of like this kind of the series?
I think what's so cool is you're inserting Mina in there and into what you would think is like this evil conglomerate, but she's really working from the bottom to really make change, and she's passionate about these issues. So I think it's a really cool spin on it. And putting her in there amongst all these, well, I don't want to say all men, but these guys that like are cutting the corners, they're taking the easy way out, they're going, you know, kind of the more evil route, and it's fun. Like especially the scene with Stan was one of my favorites to shoot because you get to see her kind of like stick to him.